And we look in the locker room moments before this huge game. All focus on this postseason. Real tense in there. Welcome to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. A lot on the line tonight in what's sure to be an action-packed Game 4. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Now, New York starting five. They've got Rui Hachimura. Jalen Brunson is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the five. And for Washington, Stephon Castle is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Miles Bridges. And it's LeVert in at the three. And it's going to be Washington off the tip. Bridges outside. LeVert outside. No good from outside. It's tipped. Hachimura, pass to Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. And Brunson, here we go. Robinson, basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Pass to Bridges. Picked by Murray. Hachimura against Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
You combine strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops. Miles Bridges, yes, sir.
Here's Brunson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Castle. Outside Murray. Back to Castle. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
McBride on the wing. Started by Castle. McBride passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And here's LeVert for three. It's rebounded by McBride. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Murray. Brunson passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
You love the effort Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
Bridges, a screen on Brunson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Brunson. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Brunson's got 6.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. It's LeVert on the wing. Shoots over Anunoby. Washington again can't hit.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They're really working the paint now.
Wizards trail by 10. Castle outside. Murray finds Vucevic. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
Anunoby for 3. And the Knicks, another 3.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Wizards. Pass to Vucevic. Over Robinson. Vucevic's shot is off. Knicks leading by 13. Outside McBride to the left side wing. Left side Brunson. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Wizards trail by 15. Castle outside. Bridges outside. Washington moving the ball around. Washington again can't hit. And here's New York now. They're on a 19-4 run. Screen by Robinson. And Brunson, here we go. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Pass to Castle. LeVert, left side. Bridges against Hachimura. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Vucevic.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson is so quick off his feet.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
Achua's checked in for LeVert. Two on the clock. Three-pointer, Vucevic. The Knicks with the rebound. Now here's Brunson. He's got 10. Anunoby passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Murray. Still without a bucket. Pass to Bridges. All alone. And again, Washington, no good.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's Brunson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brunson. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Now, Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
Now here's Vucevic. And they double up Murray. Achua for three. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Knicks leading by 21. Pass to Hachimura. Anunoby on the wing. Defended by Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anunoby's got his second bucket on the night.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Brunson looks it over. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
2 open that time. Made it look easy.
I'll tell you, a confident stroke from Precious Achiuwa. He has elevated this aspect of his game.
Brunson on the drive. Stolen by Castle. Pass to Vucevic. Jacks up a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
And defenses prepare for Brunson's foul-drawing tactics, but they still can't do anything about it.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. The first one falls. Washington making some changes. Man, he's checked in for Castle. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Jamal Murray. New York also changing it up. Champagnie comes in for Anunoby. And it's Grimes in for McBride. Both free throws good from Brunson. Well, the Wizards' shooting has not been great early. Just 27%. Outside Brogdon. Back to man. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You have to be able to score when it's hard, and Trey Mann under duress of the clock does just that.
Brunson on the drive.
Boy, it is early to pick up that second foul. Now you have to navigate how you want to defend.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And here in the first, they really are hitting their free throws.
The Wizards making a switch here. Hayden's checked in. Both shots good from the strike. Brogdon with the ball. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And Washington making a change here. Kate is checked in. Brunson against Brogdon. Brunson passes to Grimes. Pass to Robinson. Here's Champagnie. Now Robinson. 10 points for him. Brunson misses.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Brogdon. An easy 2 on the layup.
Well, you love to see Malcolm Brogdon take advantage of that frame, capitalizing in close.
Brogdon against Brunson. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Outside man. That one goes in. Man's got his second basket on the night.
Wow, Trey Mann at that size showing a little grittiness on the interior.
On the wing, Hachimura. Robinson, a screen on Achua. Here's Hachimura. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And for the Wizards, they're shooting only 39% in the early going. Man, the pass to Brogdon. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Castle's checked in for Washington. Simmons is checked in for New York. Isaac comes in for Hachimura. Launches it. Rebounded by Champagny. Knicks leading by 22. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. And Brunson gets it to go.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
On the wing, Payton. No points so far. Outside Brogdon. Here's Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Brunson against Brogdon. Simmons with a screen on Brogdon. Brunson passes to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Now you see the size of Ben Simmons on a roll situation, so effective at 6'10".
There's 25 seconds left in the first. Castle outside. They set a pick to the inside. Here's Keita. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. Knicks out in front, just dominating this one. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for New York. So on the floor for New York, they've got Quentin Grimes. Also Ben Simmons out there. And it's Isaac in at the power forward. Back to Simmons. Pass to Champagny. Launches a three. This shot won't fall. Well, the Wizards shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Achua gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Just tremendous concentration by Precious Achua. You can't play defense any better. That's just great offense.
And here's Simmons. Left block shot on the way. This is the baby hook.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Pass to Payton. Takes the three. And it's New York with a rebound. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by Brogdon. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key. Karis LeVert's checked in for Payton. And a switch here also for New York. Brunson's checked in. Castle on the wing, covered by Grimes. 5 to shoot. Castle outside. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Knicks leading by 19. Brunson passes to Champagny. Into the lane. Outside Grimes. Here's the pick. The 3 ball. LeVert with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Achua up top. Brogdon from outside. The shot that time not on target.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside Brunson. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Checked in for Achua. And here the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. The 3 is up. Payton, no good.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that 3, but he still couldn't make it.
Pass to Isaac. Over to the left wing. Here's Champagny. Pure from 3-point range. Champagny's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brogdon, the pass to Payton. Castle outside. There's a screen. Kata. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Brunson against Brogdon. Brunson passes to Champagny. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Champagny's got 6 in the quarter.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up. Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Washington making a change here. Bridges is checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Outside Brunson. Simmons with a screen on Brogdon. Brunson passes to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Well, you love to see Simmons use that size to finish at the rim and let him know.
Bridges left side. Pass to Kata. Outside for LeVert. 4 on the clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. Castle for 3. Offensive rebound. Outside Brogdon. And here's LeVert for 3. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. For New York, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Brunson finds Anunoby. Shoots over Bridges. Anunoby can't get it to go. And for Washington, they're shooting at 30% here in the second. Screen by Bridges. Down low. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Simmons. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. Brunson passes to Anunoby. A quick shot there. It's off target. And the Wizards shooting only 39% so far in the game. Pass to Castle. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. The three. And another miss by Washington. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. McBride passes to Anunoby. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Castle outside. Back to Brogdon. LeVert outside. Brogdon against Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. They still need this. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, in football they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
And the Knicks call time here. Checked in for Washington. Murray comes in for Brogdon. New York also changing it up. Porty's checked in for Grimes. And Hachimura has subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Simmons. Outside McBride. Hachimura sets a screen. Back to Simmons. Pass to Porty. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Porty's gotten his first bucket of the night.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Murray against Simmons. Here's Porty. Outside Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. 4-3. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
Outside man. Back to LeVert. Unloads. The Knicks pull it in. Now here's McBride. And he buries his first look.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Murray passes to Queta. Bridges against Hachimura. LeVert outside. Here's Queta. It's deflected. Simmons with it.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Simmons. Brogdon's checked in for Washington. And both free throws good for Simmons. And for the Wizards, they're shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Pass to LeVert. To the paint. Here's Queta. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
For New York, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Here's McBride. He takes it in. Chalk up 2 there. McBride's got his second bucket of the night.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Outside man. And there's a pick. Shot clock at 6. Queta gets the bucket. Queta's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
McBride on the wing. And an Obi for 3. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's McBride. It's not going to go for him. And for Washington, they're shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. LeVert passes to Brogdon. Inside. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. So for Washington, Vucevic comes in for Queta. And Castle subbed in for Mann. New York also changing it up. Robinson comes in for Hukporti. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Simmons. Here's Brunson. Blocked!
Oh, always fun to watch Malcolm Brogdon guard a little bit. Send it back.
Shoots from 14. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Brogdon against Brunson. Outside McBride. There's the 3. On target from range. McBride's got 7. And the Wizards shooting 35% in the second so far. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
Yeah, Vucevic matching threes and clapping right back.
McBride passes to Brunson. Beyond the arc. Keeps it alive. Robinson gets the bucket. He's got 12.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
Pass to Castle. LeVert goes against Anunoby. Picked by Vucevic. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for Washington. One shot.
That's good from Bridges. Now Brunson. Over Brogdon. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the New York Knicks, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the New York Knicks.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
Looking at how the Wizards are doing in this series, in good position in the series, but not so much tonight. Guys, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think they've took their foot off the gas just a little bit. Feeling confident, but you got to keep working.
Yeah, you need to have that killer instinct. You know, when you got a team down, that's when you got to put them away.
Get them out of there. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They've got Karis LeVert. Miles Bridges is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Stephon Castle, and it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keefe. And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
Murray against Brunson. Over Murray. And it's Brunson missing. And Washington has possession. Here's LeVert. Yet to see a basket. Fires the three. He buries it from three.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Here's Brunson, and the layup falls. Brunson's got 28 points for the game.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Vucevic, a screen on Anunoby. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 4. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 6th assist of the night. Now here's Anunoby. Back to Brunson. On the wing, Hachimura. He shoots. He shoots it. Ooh, LeVert with some nice D. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Bridges finds Murray. And here's LeVert. Bridges down low. Brunson defending. Basket's good. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
Well, how about the in-between game? Get to the mid-range of your Miles Bridges and take advantage.
Murray against Brunson. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Hachimura against Bridges. Now here's Murray, guarded closely. 5 on the clock. Back to Bridges for 3.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half. And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Hachimura. Right side, Anunoby. 3-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 10.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
LeVert, that's good.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Brunson against Murray. Right side, Anunoby. Pass to Robinson. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Now Vucevic. Here's Murray.
Yeah, what makes Murray so dangerous is his belief. He feels like he can score on anyone in the league.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And Murray drops them both.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
Brunson up top, defended by Murray. Pass to McBride. Stolen by Castle. On the wing, Murray shoots over Robinson. Murray, no good. Knicks leading by 23. Brunson on the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Brunson's got 30 points.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside and convert.
Murray inside. Brunson defending. The putback. It's good on the putback. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
This will make 5 trips to the line for him tonight.
Jalen Brunson taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brunson. Both free throws good from Brunson. The Wizards have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Vucevic, a screen on Brunson. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Rui Hachimura. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Third team foul. At the line for Washington, Nikola Vucevic. Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Murray, no good. Knicks leading by 23. Pass to Brunson from outside the arc. Drills it from deep. Brunson's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, the high-valued three-point shot from the corners. Jalen Brunson steps in and knocks it down.
Now Vucevic. Murray for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Anunoby's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brunson passes to Robinson. Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Murray.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
LeVert outside. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Achua's checked in for Levert. And a switch here also for New York. Grimes, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. New York has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. McBride passes to Hachimura. Outside Anunoby. Back to Hachimura. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Hachimura's got his second basket of the night. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. McBride passes to Anunoby. From outside, off the mark. The Wizards have gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Picked by Vucevic. Bridges finds Vucevic. Castle outside. Fires from deep. He drops it from range. Castle's got 5 points now this quarter.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
There's the triple. Achua with some nice D.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So it'll be Miles Bridges shooting. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. This is the second trip to the line in the game.
You know, the talent, the strength, the athleticism is all there for Miles Bridges. This guy can put up monster numbers on the offensive end.
McBride passes to Grimes. Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Washington's gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Now here's Murray. From about 16. And again, it's Washington.
It presents all sorts of problems when Murray's mid-range game is working. It gets the D scrambling. They got to get a body on him everywhere he goes.
Right side Grimes. Shoots over Vucevic. Out to Hachimura. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J. Hachimura's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what we're seeing. Rui Hachimura understanding I've got to expand my range. This is huge for his development.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get a another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. It's Grimes on the wing. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Wow, that's a big-time power play by Quentin Grimes. Nice finish.
1:57 left in the third quarter here. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Washington. Kada's checked in for Vucevic. And Payton is subbed in for Bridges. New York also changing it up. Isaac, he's checked in for Robinson. Champagnie comes in for Anunoby. And Simmons is subbed in for McBride. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Castle outside. Down low. Payton's shot is good. Payton's got his first points of the night.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
Simmons against Murray. And that one's good. Simmons has got 8 points.
Well, at the rim, that's just a matter of size differential, right? That's usually the result.
Achua with a screen on Simmons. A clear look for Murray. Here's Kada. Back to Achua. Let's go with a three. Kada. The second chance points on the tip in. 18 points for him.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. And Hachimura missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the basket by Castle.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
New York leading by 19. And here's Simmons. Hachimura from long range. Kada pulls it in. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He might have seen something and needs a review with his guys. Levert's checked in for Washington. Brogdon comes in for Murray. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Washington again can't hit. And for the Knicks, their shooting has been tremendous. 63% for the game and scoring with confidence. From downtown, and the three-pointer goes.
Grimes can be hot and cold, but boy, he gets that bucket down from three.
Castle outside. From behind the arc. No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the New York Knicks. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Thanks for joining us again for round one of the NBA playoffs. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Jalen Brunson is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Champagnie at the three. And he knocks down the first one.
For Caris LeVert, guys, sometimes it's been about staying on the floor and staying healthy. Because what we understand about him is he's proven impactful on the offensive end. Nightly, you can expect double-digit scoring. He can get off the bounce. He can put some pressure on the defense.
On the wing, Isaac. Brunson against Brogdon. Brunson passes to Champagnie. Misses the three. Wizards trail by 20. Pass to Bridges. Six on the shot clock. Outside man. Puts it up from 15. Rebounded by Champagnie. New York leading by 20. Outside Brunson. Pass to Grimes. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 8 assists in the game.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
Brogdon up top. Brunson defending. Brogdon, the pass to Keita. Outside for LeVert. From the wing. And they get it back. There's a screen. For 3, Bridges. Washington again can't hit. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Knicks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The bank shot, no good. The Wizards have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Bridges. And it's blocked by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
And that one's good for Brunson.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Fast break. Here comes New York. He launches a 3. Connects from downtown. Grimes has got 10 points here in the second half.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Pass to Bridges. LeVert outside. Looking to win the run. Sinks it from distance.
How about the response by Karis LeVert? This guy wanted to get it right back.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Washington, Nikola Vucevic. He's coming in for Keita. And Achua is subbed in for Mann. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. And so it's New York with it. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Precious Achiuwa is doing.
I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Wizards about his status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Although it takes a while to completely recover from this injury, he's been given the thumbs up from the training staff to play through it. So that's definitely something to keep track of while he's out there.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Now here's LeVert, covered by Grimes. Outside Achiuwa, pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. Achiuwa with a screen to the inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You have to know how to screen and then when to release. Achiuwa, excellent execution.
To the middle. Here's Robinson. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 9 assists now tonight.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Achiuwa. Now here's Vucevic. Robinson defending. And here's Brogdon. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Vucevic against Brunson. Isaac outside. Now Grimes. Knocked loose. Washington has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Brogdon. Vucevic, a screen on Brunson. Brogdon against Brunson. Achiuwa with a screen. Brogdon from outside. And it's New York with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Drops in the 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Bridges outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Boy, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Payton's checked in for Bridges. Castle comes in for LeVert. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Brogdon. This one for 3. And the Knicks miss again. And the Wizards shooting 46%, a decent average.
Oh, wow! Incredible! Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Champagny. 3-pointer. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Simmons against Murray. Here's Vucevic. No good with the elbow jumper. Simmons with it. And they double up Simmons. Here's Grimes. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Grimes has got 8 points here in the quarter. Murray deciding where to go with it. Pass to Achiuwa. Vucevic against Isaac. Vucevic's shot is off. And here's New York now. They're on a 19-7 run. Simmons against Murray. Simmons is doubled. Isaac, the pass to Champagny. And the Knicks, another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Simmons against Murray. Pass to Achua. Now Vucevic. He's off on that one. New York has gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the fourth. Simmons is doubled. Here's Grimes. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Achua. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah, Achua has a knack for understanding when to opportunistically look to score and draw these fouls.
Wizards, Precious Achua, taking 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Yeah, guys, at 6'8", Precious Achua hits the boards with ferocity and with abandon. He brings tremendous energy to whatever team he's playing for.
Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. And he's good on the second. Now Simmons. Outside Grimes. Right side Simmons. From the arc. Rebounded by Castle.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Washington moving the ball around. Bridges passes to Achua. Down low. They kick it out to Murray. And it's Achua. That time on the assist by Murray.
Teams are always looking for efficient buckets. This in the painted area by Achua? Yes, sir.
And with time running down here in Game 4, we've got to give credit to what a terrific performance it's been for the Knicks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Brunson.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was. A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And the Wizards making a change here. LeVert's checked in.
You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
There's 53 seconds left in the game. Here's Simmons. They set the pick. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
"12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. New York needs to get off a shot here. Isaac for three. No good there. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Postseason preparations. A peek at the players getting themselves warmed up. A lot is on the line. The tip-off just moments away. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Game 5 right now. It should be a great NBA matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
Neither of these teams possessing the health you'd hope for in the postseason. At least they're both in the same boat.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Austin Reeves. Mark Williams is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Demon, and it's Trent in at the 3. And for the Pistons, they've got Brooks. Anthony Edwards out there with Black. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Fontecchio in at the 3 spot. You take a look at the Pistons. They've got a basic situation in front of them, Greg. Win tonight and move on, or become a spectator.
And in round 1 especially, elimination games can be pressure-packed. You don't want to go home this soon. This is the time to put an entire season of effort into one game.
Got that bucket.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Reeves the pass to Williams. Is outside. It's Trent on the wing. 5 on the clock. To the inside. There's Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Williams. Brooks finds Black. Edwards against Reeves. Brooks for 3. The Warriors pull it in. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
Yeah, and it can be deflating when you leave all those points at the line. But it generally is a make or miss lead.
Now Reeves. Following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Over Edwards. Reeves can't hit. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Black kicks to Edwards. Steps back and creams the jump shot.
A great find by Black. A 6'7" guard with solid vision and impressive insight.
Here's Hawkins. Reeves outside. It's up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, we've seen Reeves evolve as a playmaker over time. He's so good at taking what he sees in that pick and roll.
Now here's Brooks. Good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Demon. On the wing, Reeves. Pass to Williams. Here's Demon. Another shot. And Williams with the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Williams. Outside Edwards. That's 3-pointers off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Reeves in the corner. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Edwards. A beautiful reverse layup. Edwards got his 3rd bucket of the night. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Demon. Dropping on the board. Pass to Williams. Here's Reeves. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots.
Here's Demon. outside. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Reed. And it's 6 points for Williams.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Back to Brooks. Hackers with the steal. Down low. Trent gets the bucket.
Loving the skill Trent has inside. Just finding a crack in the armor to get the bucket.
Pass to Black. Back to Edwards. Over Reed. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Trent outside to the paint. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Shot clock at 5. Reeves can't hit.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Williams a screen on Reeves. Edwards kicks to Williams. It's Brooks on the wing. Offline with his 3. And Reeves has got the ball here for Golden State. Trailing by 2. Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Robert Williams.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Williams. He doesn't get the second one. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting well. Outside Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Trent. Here's Demon. Still scoreless. Reeves outside. The offensive rebound. Now Trent. Lets it go with the 3. That one misses. The Pistons leading. To the wing on the left. Pass to Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Outside Williams. Hawkins outside. Here's Reeves. There's the triple. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Pass to Williams. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Brooks. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Hawkins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, night in and night out, Hawkins loves to attack the middle of that defense.
Now Black. Outside Williams. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, every team needs a guy like Williams who's willing to do the dirty.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Yeah, he's shaking up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
For the Pistons, it's Dunn's checked in for Fontecchio, and it's Mitchell in for Black. Then for the Warriors, Stewart comes in for Gary Trent, and it's Carter in for Demon. Carter with it. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Stewart. Back to Williams. Carter outside. There's a screen by Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And the Warriors miss again. Pistons leading by 3. Dunn looking over the floor. Williams a screen on Carter. Now here's Williams. Brooks finds Edwards. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Over in the corner, Hawkins. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 13. On the wing. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Reeves outside. Launches a 3. Rebound by Williams.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Mitchell passes to Brooks. Dunn against Carter. Now, here's Dunn. He's guarded closely. And he uses the glass on the way. And the Pistons lead by 5.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Inod's checked in, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Jaime Hawkins. .58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Carter. Still without a basket. 5 to shoot. Pass to Stewart. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Gonzalez passes to Mitchell. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Prosper. The Pistons rebound, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Warrior substitution. Number 2.
There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. You can't hit that time. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Detroit. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. You've got Carter. He's out there with Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Minot in at the 4. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Minot. Good. Minot's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors. Now Mitchell hasn't made one yet. Pass to Gonzalez. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Richards. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Golden State Warriors. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Caldwell-Pope against Gonzalez. Here's Mitchell. Carter pulls it in.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Pass to Minot. And there's the drive. The tray. And it's Carter missing. The Pistons have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Carter looking around. Now here's Stewart. Defended by Richards. Davis up top. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, no good by Golden State. Detroit leading by 5. Inside. Pass to Mitchell. And he comes up with the deuce. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
With the step back to the middle. Here's Stewart. It's deflected. And he gets it back. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Stewart's got his first basket of the night.
Well, we know this for sure about Stewart. He's not afraid of some contact.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. changes here for the Warriors. Trent's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Austin Reeves comes in for Davis. And Demon subbed in for Carter. Detroit leading by 5. Pass to Black. And it's Fontecchio in the corner. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 16 points. Trent outside. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Stewart kicks to Trent. Down low. Here's Minot. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Score the basket. His 8 for 13 from the floor.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Trent. To the paint, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And it's only their first turnover here, so they've done a great job of protecting the rock.
Detroit making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Warriors. Detroit leading by 9. Mitchell passes to Fontecchio. Got a hand on it.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
Here's Demon. He has yet to score. Stewart a screen. Bounce pass from Reeves. And the dunk by Stewart.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Detroit's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Pistons passing it around. Mitchell looking it over. And that one, good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pistons.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
That's to Demon. Stewart with the screen on Mitchell. Here's Demon. From down in the low post, it goes. Demon's got his first bucket of the night.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Fontecchio. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pass to Reeves. Now, here's Stewart. To the inside. Stolen by Mitchell. And here's Edwards. Inside. Here's Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
A strong player. When you foul Williams, you really have to make sure you foul him.
Detroit shooting their first free throw of the night. Brooks checked in for Detroit. And the Warriors also making a change. Williams, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart.
Well, this isn't a strength for Williams. He puts most of his work in on the defensive side of the ball.
Trent outside. And at the top of the key, Williams. Pass to Trent. Launches it. Rebound by the Pistons. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Edwards against Reeves. And it's Williams finishing it off.
2 emphatic points from Robert Williams.
And the Warriors with possession here. A 12-point game. Reeves outside. to Demon. Shoots over Black. They grabbed their own miss. And that one, good. Williams has got 9.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Now Williams. Left side, Edwards. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Edwards got 9 points in the quarter.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Outside Williams. Pass to Reeves. Trent outside. Shoots over Fontecchio. And they'll get another chance. Williams passes to Reeves. Rebound, Detroit. Williams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Black dishes to Edwards. Williams up on top. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Edwards. Edwards, he is a bruiser.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Demon. Black defending. On deep, Trent gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 5.
For a pure shooter like Trent Jr., those shorter corner threes are easy money, guys.
Edwards looking it over. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got 5 rebounds tonight. Trent passes to Reeves. To the middle. Black grabs the board.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Takes it inside. Brooks with no one around. No good from outside. Warriors trail by 12. On the wing, Reed. That's the Demon. To the inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. .58 seconds left in the first half. Here's Fontecchio. It's not going to go for him. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Trent. Back to Reeves. Here's Devin. From outside, off the mark. Detroit's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. On deep, Trent hits it from three-point range. Trent's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors.
That right there shows how confident Trent Jr. is. Feels like he can score whenever he wants.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That shot off the mark. And that concludes the first half. Pistons lead by 9. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Hello, everybody. We're halfway through Game 5, and things are looking good for the Detroit Pistons.
They're moving well on offense. Great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. They've got a chance to retake a lead in the series, and a hometown crowd eager to help them do it.
You're right. Home court advantage could be the difference maker. Time to make that move.
A pretty balanced series so far. Both teams have proven they can win games. So who knows what will happen?
Not me. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Golden State. They trail by 9 points. Fontecchio is out there with Brooks. Then there's Anthony Black. Then there's Edwards. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Clock at 6. Here's Demon. Tries again. And there's the bucket as Williams finishes it off. Williams has got 13 points.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
Well, yeah, you can see how much energy he's playing with. He's on a roll, and he's not about to let it in.
Here's Reeves. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here's Demon. Black defending. To Jaquez over Brooks, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
What a setup for Jaquez Jr. All he has to do is focus and shoot.
Outside Edwards. Williams has a screen for Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors trail by 7. That's to Demon. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Jaquez, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Beautiful play by Jaquez in the two-man game, and the pass is on point.
Here's Brooks. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Fontecchio, defended by Trent. It's Edwards on the wing. Count the basket. Edwards got 4 this quarter.
Well, it's old hat now when we see Edwards dominating the game scoring. Ants emerged as an elite player.
To Demon. Williams with the block. Black in the post. Is defending. Brooks misses.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. His shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Here's Deming. For the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Fades away. Count that one. Edwards got 32 points in the game.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Deming. Pass to Hackett. To the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Pistons leading by 9. Edwards passes to Fontecchio. Brooks dishes to Edwards. Edwards with a tough shot.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Pass to Reeves. Now Williams. Golden State moving it around. Back to Trent. Banked in off the glass. Trent's got 10 points.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now here's Brooks. Marquez defending. Fades back. Brooks misses. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Trent. Black grabs the board. Pistons have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Edwards with it. He's got 34. And it's denied. Pass to Trent. Now Hackett. Here's Deming. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he converts the layup. Edwards has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 36. Master Williams. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Now Reed. Outside Williams. Here's Demon. He's covered by Fontecchio. Demon, that's good. Demon's got his second bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Edwards against Reeves. Fontecchio. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Demon. Black grabs the board. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Brooks finds Edwards. Back to Brooks. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Mitchell, he's jumped in for Edwards. And the Warriors also making a change. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 9-point game. Pass to Trent. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Mitchell.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brooks outside. Here's Black. Now, here's Mitchell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And now a 12-point Piston lead.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Now, here's Trent. 10 points for him.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Pass to Black. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Trent. Warriors trail by 12. On the way, Hawkins. Pass to Trent. Williams has a screen for Trent. Traps in the tray. Trent's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
And forget about finesse. This was all about the power.
Here's Demon. Pass to Williams. Here's Demon. From the arc. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Mitchell.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
Brooks outside. Jacks up a three. The Warriors pull it in. Williams has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Williams has a screen for Trent. And Williams throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pistons leading by 9. Outside Edwards. Here's the step back. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in this game. Reeves outside. Back to Carter. Pass to Stewart. Golden State moving it around. Tries it from 19. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Pistons. Stolen by Reeves. And it's the Warriors on the break. Now Carter. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Carter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell outside. Dunn outside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Dunn's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Carter out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
The first one falls. Carter hits them both. Pistons leading by 8. Outside Edwards. Count it. Edwards got 38 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Carter outside. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Lets it go from deep. A shot that time, not on target. Pistons shooting straight 49% from the field. Reeves against Dunn. There's a screen. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Carter, the pass to Reeves. And stolen by Dunn. Mitchell against Carter. Mitchell passes to Gonzalez. Dunn outside. And the 3-ball is good. And the Pistons lead by 13.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Now, here's Stewart. Pass to Carter. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Dunn. Pistons leading by 13. Mitchell in the corner. Outside Edwards. Over Caldwell-Pope. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Reeves against Dunn. Stolen. Down low, here's Edwards. Ooh, sweet move inside from Edwards.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense today.
To the paint. Pass to Minot. Golden State moving it around. Carter, the best to Reeves. Can't connect from short range. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Outside Edwards. Back to Mitchell. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 4th assist in this one. Carter kicks to Stewart. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Over Edwards. And again, no good by Golden State.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Now here is Carter. Back to Caldwell Pope, trying to end the drought. The rebound by Richard. Pistons leading by 20. Mitchell outside. Driving the lane. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Pistons on offense. Good momentum, 14 straight points. Outside Williams. Pass to Edwards. It's blocked. It's intercepted. Here's Brooks. It's blocked. Now, here's Trent. He's covered by Fontecchio. Now, Hawkins from deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Now the Pistons with it. Good momentum, 14 straight points. Pass to Black. Fontecchio. Now Black. Defended by Trent. Outside Edwards. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Detroit leading by 20. Pass to Fontecchio. Back to Edwards. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got 43 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
And it's Detroit's ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Pistons passing it around. Three-pointer, Brooks. Another three for Detroit.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a three, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Here's Hawkins. Goes up on the block, and he overshot that one, missing. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Black kicks to Edwards. Over Demon. Edwards, no good. Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Demon. Black defending. Here's Williams. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
Fontecchio. Brooks outside. No good on the three.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Jaquez outside. Pass to Demon. Here's Reeves. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Fontecchio's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Reeves against Edwards. Warriors with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Rebound by the Pistons. Black's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Good, he hits again.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Trent outside, out to the wing. Here's Demon. Black defending. To the inside. Here's Williams. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from Williams. Detroit has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards from outside the arc. The rebound by Demon. Demon's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Detroit.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, that was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Black the pass to Brooks. Fontecchio. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 48.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Williams a screen. Pass to Trent. Three-pointer. They get it again. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.